95% of our advertising is coming from the big brands. We measure the effectiveness through attribution and or brand lift. Interestingly enough, the brand lift studies prove very effective in the podcast space. But brand lift studies seldom don't work because everyone wants them to work, right? But in the pod space, what we see is across all KPIs, you tend to see lift, and that lift tends to be higher. One of the key reasons for that, and we can talk about the intimacy of podcasting and the in-stream messaging, but it's not a cluttered space. There's not a bank of 10 ads together. We usually go to 1 or 2 ads back to content. So it's not cluttered, and that can make it more effective. So you see, again, lift against all KPIs, and that lift tends to be higher. But we also can measure against attribution, where we can follow that listener to site start, request for quote, things of that nature, and see the effectiveness through traditional attribution in the pod space. In targeting, the URL and the promo code probably isn't as effective as it is in a host read, because that listener can go back and re-listen to that same ad with a host in that particular show. If they rewind the show, they might get another ad delivered when they're getting targeted in podcasting. It's hard to listen to that same ad.